Now, that is it for this course section. As mentioned multiple times throughout the section, you can absolutely work on the front end. You can improve the feedback, the user interface there. You can show a loading and an error state and give the user better feedback about what's happening. That's all standard React, not Next specific and definitely not API route specific. This module was about practicing API routes though. And here you learned a lot about them. You again saw that you can create static and dynamic API routes, where data is encoded in the URL, and you learned how you add your own API routes, that you can run any server-side logic you want in there, and that you can, for example, use them to connect to a real database, in this case to MongoDB. You then learned that you can send back different responses, both error and success responses, and how you can manage your code flow and the function execution with your different return statements, with the different responses, and with different if checks, for example, by checking for the request method. Being able to use API routes is very important because for a lot of websites and web applications you will be building, you don't just want to have pages that can be pre-rendered, but you often do want certain server-side logic that should be executed on demand. For example, when a user signs up for a newsletter or leaves a comment, just as we added it here.